You have learned that when there is an incident ray I falls on the surface of mirror, it gets reflected and the path is shown by this arrow. This angle with the normal is the angle of incidence, and this angle is called as the angle of reflection, denoted by the letter R. And angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. We know that the light travels in a straight line, and if any opaque substance comes, then it gives the shadow on the other side, right? And if it is a shiny surface, the light gets reflected. Now let us come to the refraction of the light. Various phenomena in the nature is related to this light. Very interesting to know about the light, children. Your one chapter is not sufficient. They have kept two chapters of light in standard 10 to learn about it. Right in the morning, if you observe, the sunlight is falling on the earth. The color of the sky becomes different during the sunset and the sunrise. I hope you all have observed it. We are going to learn about the reason why there is orange color or the reddish color sky when there is a sunset or sunrise. What happens is why the uh, sea water appears blue in color, etc. All these reasons we are going to learn. Why we have the red color signal to show something is dangerous. All these things we are going to learn in this chapter. Very interesting, and it needs a perfect understanding also. So let us begin with the refraction of light. For that, let us perform a simple experiment. Here we have kept the water in a transparent glass. Okay, we have a transparent glass. In that the water is filled, and now we are dipping the pencil vertically. Okay, vertically means making an angle of 90 degree with the surface, that is called as vertically. Now observe the thickness of the portion of the pencil. Okay, now slowly what you do, you incline मतलब थोड़ा सा टेढ़ा रखो. So that way you do. Now you observe the thickness. When it is vertically kept, at that time you see the, in both the cases, the portion of the pencil inside the waters appear to be thicker than the portion of the pencil which is above. Can you see this? See here and see here. See the thickness, right? There is a difference. Moreover, if you observe in the second case, what is happening? See and tell. The pencil appear to be broken near the surface of water, right? Why does it happen? It happens is due to the change in the direction of light when the light is entering from air to water, or when the light is coming out from water into the air. So it indicates, you can see. So what does it indicate? That the light changes the direction when it's going from one transparent medium to another transparent medium. I repeat, transparent medium here. Okay, so glass, water, air, these are all the transparent medium. So the refraction takes place when there is a transparent medium. You can have the activities like you take a 5 rupee coin, you just drop down in a metallic vessel, and you will observe that the coin appears to be little above the surface, right? All these things shows about the refraction of light. So many more experiments you can do at your home. Now let us come to the experiment which we are supposed to study. In this, children, we are going to take a glass slab. Now this experiment is there in your practical also, and it is one of the favorite experiment of the examiner. As for performing this experiment, you the what we need as a, you can say, apparatus is just the glass slab and few pins. Slab means it's a like a cuboid, okay, made up of glass, completely transparent. And we are going to use the source of uh, sun rays, and the light we are going to denote it with the pins. Okay, so let us begin with the experiment. See, whatever way it is possible for me to take. So we are taking a glass board, uh, drawing board. Over the drawing board we have kept one white paper, and on that white paper you are going to keep a glass slab. Okay, so now once you have kept the glass slab, draw the boundary with the help of pencil. Okay, so like that, this is the boundary which you are going to draw. So this is how you are going to take the boundary part of it. So boundary is drawn. Denoted the corner part as PQRS. Now once you do it, children, decide, draw an incident straight line on the side PQ at point N. Okay, so you have to select this point. Here is one point. Here we are going to draw 90-degree, that is the normal, and here only with on the paper I'm talking about. Okay, so you are going to keep two pins on the paper. So this is a normal. With the normal, say it is making an angle of 30-degree. You have to take a protector, you have to measure it, and you are going to apply the pins. So this is how you are applied the pins. Okay, so here if you observe, see the pin is there. So pin is at kept, say this angle is 30 degrees. So first what you do is you have drawn a normal 90-degree with the surface, and with that you are going to make a 30-degree. So you are going to have the incident ray here. First point is enter, draw kar lo, and then you are going to apply two pins. Say these are the two pins which are going to apply, which makes an angle of 30-degree with the normal. Okay, this much part clear. Now what you are going to see, I have drawn the eyes to make you show that from where you are going to see now. Now here you are drawn, now here you are from your, you are going to see. Okay, can you see this small eye is here? That means you are going to see here. You are going to see in this glass slab. What you will see, ये line दिखती है. Now where you are seeing this line, उसकी ही line में you are going to keep the third pin. उसकी लाइन में एक और पिन लगा दो, पॉइंट पिन नंबर 4. ओके, you are looking inside the glass slab, and wherever you are seeing that two pins, in connection with that two pins keep a third line and third pin and a fourth pin in such a way that they all come in a straight line. So you will feel that yes, these all are in a straight line. Okay, so this is how you are going to see. Okay, after seeing, say that, remove the glass slab, draw these points where you applied the pins. Okay, and now where it is touching the boundary, there you draw a normal. Okay, 90 degree वाला line draw कर लो. So this normal is drawn, these points are drawn. Then you join this and try to measure this angle. This is the angle of emergent. See, it is not the angle of refraction. It is the angle of emergence. Okay. Now what you are going to do it is, you are going to join this. Now the step which we did, we drawn a boundary of glass slab to one side. I had selected one point and drawn a 90 degree, told that as normal MN. Now with that I made an angle of 30 degree, drawn one line, and there two pins are kept. Then from the other side, that is from the other surface RS, I am observing that two pins, and in line with it I am keeping the two pins C and D. After knowing it, I am marking those points and I am getting the path of the light inside the slab and outside the glass also. So this is what is the path of the light. Now children, this angle we call as angle of incident. Now children, see, this is the normal and this is the line, right? This is called as angle of refraction. This is called as angle of refraction. And at this normal, when the light ray is coming out, that is the angle of emergence. This is called as the angle of emergence. Okay. So is this triangle clear to you? If there is if there is no glass left, the light ray will travel straight away as it is shown in the dotted light with a blue color. But because of the glass left, the path of the light ray has changed. And if you observe, it is bending towards the normal. This is a straight path and here it is bent. So it is bending towards the north. Correct? Then we had seen the reflection in standard 8. We had I is equal to R. But here children, what do you observe? Our I is bigger than R. Can you see this? This angle and this angle? Right? Here our I is bigger than the angle of refraction. So that means they both are not the same. Right? So first refraction occurs when the light ray enters the glass slab at the normal end. Here. At this normal, and again when say this is the light, again the second time refraction occurs at point M here on the side SR, right? So angle of incident here will become I1 because that was I na, usse ye chota ho gaya. So with this normal, this angle is the I1. It will not be I, right? And this I1 will be same as this R because they are in the same glass slab ना, वो एक ही medium है, ये पूरा एक ही medium है. So this angle I will be same as, so angle R is same as this I1. So what we are having, R is equal to I1. Now again the reflection will take place, right? Again the reflection will take place and you will see that the light ray is emerging out here with this angle emergent, right? So this was our I1 and this was our angle of emergence. So there also there is a difference. If you observe your angle of emergence, is more than the angle of incidence, right? So what we observe here, the light ray is going away from the normal. Here it is coming towards the normal. Here it is going away. This is the normal. You have to remember that. You have to check the normal part. So here at this surface, it is bending towards the normal. This is the normal. See, यहाँ पे towards because it's छोटा हो गया angle. And at this part at RS, it is going away from the normal. Can you see this? It is going away. This is the normal. This angle is bigger. So it is going away from the normal. So here two times refraction takes place. So see here, I angle of incidence, R is the angle of refraction. This is I1 which is the angle of the incident at the second surface, RS surface. And this is the angle of emergence. Right? All these notations are clear. So remember one thing, when the light rays coming from the air to glass, then it bends towards the normal, and when the light comes from glass to air, it goes away from the normal. Now the question comes, is the velocity same or the velocity also changing? So all these answers will be given by the laws of reflection. All this given by the laws of reflection. So let us understand the laws of reflection. The first law says the we have seen that the n is the normal, right? So what is the incident ray? An is the incident ray. Okay? Here, so this is the point B. So An is the incident ray and Nb is the refracted ray. So incident ray and the refracted ray at the point of incident. What is the point of incident? This is the point of incident. Point N are on the opposite sides of normal. This is the normal. This is on the, you can say, the left hand side. Then this is on the right hand side. Right? So they are at the opposite side of the normal to the surface on the glass slab at that point CD. This is the CD. So AN is the angle of the incident ray, NB is the refracted ray, and CD is the normal. Okay, here CD is the normal what we have. Now all these things are in the same plane. They are in the same plane. Means the incident ray, refracted ray, and the normal. They all are in the same plane, the plane of this paper. Right? Now second law. See the first ray, incident ray, refracted ray, and the normal are in the same plane. Second law says that for a given pair of media, here air and glass, the ratio of sin I is equal to sin R. Sin I upon sin R is constant. Okay. Now you have in geometry sine, cos, tan, etc. which you have studied last year in the second term. So sin I upon sin R. This ratio is constant. So this is what is called as the laws of refraction. The first says that incident ray, refracted ray, and the normal are at the same plane. Second says that for a given pair of media, sin I upon sin R is constant. Okay. So let us go ahead with the refractive index part. Children, the change in the direction of light rays while it is entering from one medium to another, this from different medium is different. It is related to refractive index of the medium. The value of refractive index is different for different medium. Okay, and light of the different colors for the same medium is also different. The different refractive index for the some substance with respect to vacuum is given for us just to further reference. Now you observe all these pictures which are there in front of you, the bending of the light which takes place. You can see here also. See, here is a normal water. Here we are taken. You can just simply take children at your home. You take one transparent container and fish tank will be the ideal one to do the experiment if you have at home, right? You add the water and then you add 2-3 drops of phenyl. So that becomes a colloidal solution. You can add 2-3 drops of milk also. That is possible. So in a colloidal solution, the light scatters. So you can see the path. So they are see the torch. They are seeing the bending. So light यहाँ पे लगा है, but light has come here. So this is what it is shown. The bending takes place. Okay. So all these things shows there is a change in the direction takes place. Different lights, green light, blue light, red light, you'll see there is a difference in their velocity also. Refractive index of the air is roughly taken as 1, ice is 1.31, water 1.33, alcohol 1.36 and kerosene 1.39. The rest part, this fuse part is reduced in a reduced portion, means you are not there having that. Means the second column and third column is not there for you to study. Now let us understand the refractive index notations. One should not have any confusion regarding. Remember, understand, or if you want, you can take a screenshot of it so that you know there is no confusion. Of course, the things are there in the textbook also. We have two mediums. Say air is the first medium and the second medium is glass, right? Now say the velocity of light in air is v1 and the velocity of light in the glass is denoted by v2. They both are different. We don't know which is faster and why. Okay, but there is a difference, so we have written v1 and v2 respectively. Okay, so how will you define? Now see how I am reading. Refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. Remember, with respect to पार्ट है ना वो राइट हैंड साइड में लिखते हैं और जिसका होगा वो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे. So refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. Okay, so this is what is important. Refractive index, and when we write it, what does it mean? Refractive index of medium 1 sorry uh, refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. With respect to part comes here. Okay, towards the right hand side with respect to part comes and the medium is written on the left hand side. So how will you read it? Refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1 is defined as the ratio of velocity of light in medium 1 to the velocity of light in medium 2. That means v1 upon v2. So in short, how I can write? I can write it as refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1 as V1 upon V2 मतलब ये जो है ना वही ऊपर आएगा. ओके, रिमेंबर दैट वे विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू पार्ट. यहाँ पे एंड में और वहाँ पे ऊपर. And if you wanted to write vice versa, refractive index of medium 1 with respect to 2, how will you write down? It will be V2 upon V1, right? So, refractive index of 1 with respect to 2 is V2 upon V1. If first medium is vacuum, then the refractive index of medium 2 is called as the absolute refractive index. It is denoted by just N. Okay? It is just written with the letter N. There is no need to write down with respect to what or what. So, with one question is given to you that refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1 is written as this way. So what it is V1 upon V2, correct? And if that of medium 3 with respect to 2, it will be V2 upon or W2 upon W is equal to V2 upon V1, correct? Now children, some important things which you should know about the refractive refraction of light when there is a different media. First of all, when the light ray passes from a rarer medium to denser medium, it bends and it bends towards the normal. You can see here. And when the light rays passes from denser medium to rarer medium, it goes, it bends away from the normal. So children, if you continue here, now see this is denser medium and air is rarer medium. So what will happen? It will go away from it, right? So it will go away from the normal. And third, children, when it is perpendicular straight, when the light ray is incident normally on the boundary of two medium, then it will not undergo any type of changes.